Hi guys, I want to talk to you about drum machine programming and accents. So I fell in love with the LinnDrum drum machine that came out, I believe, in 1979 or 1980. And not only because it was the drum machine that Prince used, but also because I found that I was able to create magical beats that had life and soul, and that the sky was the limit. You could make things that sounded extremely modern. And I believe that one of the main reasons for this was a feature that this drum machine had that has not been duplicated in anything else that I've seen, virtual or physical. And what that feature was that for every instrument, for every main instrument, the kick drum, the snare, the hi-hat, the shaker, there were several buttons for each of those instruments. There were 3 buttons for the kick drum. There were 2 buttons for the snare, 2 buttons for the hi-hat, and 2 buttons for the shaker. What did these buttons do? What was the difference? Each of them played the exact same sample, the same kick drum sample, the same snare drum sample. For the kick drum, there was a loud kick drum button, a medium kick drum button, and a soft kick drum button. These were fixed in volume, the relation between them. There was a loud snare and a soft snare. There was a loud hi-hat and a soft hi-hat. There was a loud shaker and a soft shaker. So for the shaker, for example, you would hit one button, it would go ch. You would hit the other button, it would go ch. Same sample. This allowed you to create rhythms that had feel. And it didn't give you too much variation. They still felt mechanized and powerful in that way. But it made the difference between a beat that a human being made, a creative mind, and a beat that sounded like, say, a computer made it. I'm going to give you an example now of accents in a beat. So first I'm going to do a beat, and in this beat, the hi-hats are all going to be at the same volume. So here we go. Okay, now here is the exact same beat, and all I'm going to do is introduce a variation where there is now going to be soft hi-hats and loud hi-hats. And all the soft hi-hats are going to be the same soft hi-hat, and all the loud hi-hats are going to be the same loud hi-hat. So here it is. So I hope that you felt that that beat had interest. It had spice. Interest is my favorite word to describe a good beat. And I think that I know that you find, if you examine and study the great beat makers of our time, Timbaland, Teddy Riley, and then even Squarepusher, and of course Aphex Twin and those fellows, you find that they make great use of this technique of a binary or 3-leveled variation in the volume of a sample. I believe for this reason that beatbox should not be released without an accent feature. I think that you should have the option to make any individual on, I don't know the language you use to call it, but an on button, an accented button that is a fixed louder volume. So you have 2 levels of volume for any instrument. Thank you.